Hi. How's it going, everyone? Now what's the button I want to press again? Oh yeah, that's right. It's this. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm Halen Riser. I am hungry. Very, very hungry. But at the same time, I'm patient. So I'm going to be doing my Japanese studies until, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half from now, and then I'll go have dinner.
Try to say, we are having a Christmas party this week.
Okay. So, Konshu, Christmas party をしています。
今週クリスマスパーティーをします。
Yes. I wasn't sure, so I'm gonna mark it as wrong.
Okay, now try to say, I'm going to play tennis with my friends on Saturday afternoon, starting at 2:30.
Okay, that would be, okay. 今日の午後 So, 今日の午後2時半から友達とテニスにします。
土曜日の午後2時半から友達とテニスをします。
Yes. Tennis. Oh, damn it.
Try to say, we are having a cherry blossom viewing picnic the day after tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so this is あさって6時から。そう、あさって6時からお花見をしています。お花見をします。
あさって6時からお花見をします。
Yes.
Do you remember how to say, it's small though?
That would be semai desu kedo.
狭いですけど。
Yes.
Let's hear you say, this is my elder brother, and that is my younger brother.
Okay, so that would be これは私の兄です。そしてそれは弟です。
これは私の兄です。そしてそれは弟です。
Hell yeah.
How do you say, how many cats do you have?
That would be 猫が何匹いますか？何匹いますか？
猫が何匹いますか？
Yes.
Try to say, there are red ones when
I'm really
referring to living creatures.
Give me a sec. All right. So that would be akai no ga imasu.
赤いのがいます。
Yes.
How do you say, what is on the second floor?
2階に何ですか？
2階に何がありますか？
何がありますか？
Try to say,
Damn it.
where is your cat?
猫がどちらの猫がどこへいますか？
猫はどこにいますか？
どこにいますか？ Why do I always do that?
Now try and say, he was born in the year 1927.
Okay, so that would be 1970の27年前生まれました。
1927年に生まれました。
年に生まれました。
Try to say, is that short woman your mother?
Damn it. I've been working I still can't do everything that I need to do at work. It's getting annoying that I can't do everything that I need to do at work. I sit there using my phone most of the day, doing like the things that I can do, and then like I'll just be on Fate Grand Order Japan most of the day, either reading or progressing the story. I'm almost done with Lost Belt 6, which is literally most of the way through already. Let's see. その女の wait その背が低いその背 okay その背が低い女の人はお母さんですか？
その背が低い女の人はお母さんですか？
Yes 低い Yes.
How do you say, my mother is very cheerful and she is funny?
Oh, no, that would be 母はとても明るいのです。そして面白いです。
母はとても明るいです。そして面白いです。
Yes.
How do you say, I have 2 dogs?
Okay, is it big or small? I'm gonna assume it's big, so it's... So... Oh my god. Hold up. My stomach. Come on, give me water. Give me something. I could drink Coke. Not Coke. Pepsi. Not Pepsi. Fuck it, I'm getting the pepper. Alright. I've got my Dr. Pepper. Oh, God, thank God that it didn't explode out. There we go. Okay. Butato. I can't
犬
remember.
が2頭います
Inu ga nito imasu. Damn it, nito. That's the word I was thinking of. I couldn't remember.
Okay, now try to say, I have one cat.
No, I'm streaming. Neko ga ippiki imasu.
猫が1匹います
Yes.
What's the way to say, the elder child is 8 years old, the younger child is 2 years old?
Okay. 上の子は8つです。上の子は8つです。下の子は2つです。
上の子は8つです下の子は2つです
Let's hear you say, how many dogs do you have?
Ah. Okay. 犬が何頭いますか？何頭いますか？
犬が何頭いますか
Yes.
How do you say, there are 4 people in my family?
家族は4人です。
家族は4人です
Yes. はい、家族は4人です。
What's the meaning of,
あの女の子は誰ですか
I also learned today how to say getting better, もっと元気. もっと元気. So if you're getting better at something, it's もっと元気. So 私の日本語の勉強はもっと元気です。あの女の子は誰ですか? Who is that girl?
who is that girl over there?
Yes.
What does it mean when you say,
庭に茶室があります。
庭に茶室があります. That would be 庭に茶室があります. There is a tea ceremony in the garden.
there is a tea ceremony room in the garden?
Yes, tea ceremony room.
What's the meaning of,
これは私の祖母です。
これは私の祖母です. Which is これは私の祖母. This is my grandmother.
this is my grandmother? What does it mean when you say,
うちは10階建ての茶色いマンションです。
And that would be うちは10階建ての茶色いマンションです. My house is a 10-story condo.
my home is a 10-storied brown condo?
I've got the brown part.
What's the meaning of,
日本語で何と言いますか
日本語で何と言いますか? What is that in Japanese?
what do you call it in Japanese? What does it mean when you say,
私の席はここです。
私の席はここです. That is 私の席はここです. My seat is here.
my seat is here? What's the meaning of,
こんにちは。お邪魔します。
Good afternoon. Thank you for your kindness and for your time and hospitality.
good afternoon, thank you for inviting me in? Let's hear you say, can we use dollars in Japan?
日本語にドラを使いますか?
日本でドルが使えますか
日本でドルが使いますか?
Let's see if you can say, please tell me how to read your name.
Okay, that would be. Let's see. お名前の書いてお名前の書いてお願いします。の教えてください。お願いします。お名前の書いて
お名前の読み方を教えてください。
Yomikata. Fuck. It's been a long day. I need another drink. Yomikata. を教えてください。
How do you say, what did you buy?
なんと買いましたか？何を買いましたか？
何を買いましたか？
Yes. How's everyone doing today? My day's
Let's hear
going
you
okay.
say,
Just a bit
It
tired
says
is
a
all.
perishable.
Let's see. 生物と買いました。生物と買いました。
生ものと書いてあります。
書いてあります。
Do you remember how to say, I'm not a huge fan of sweets?
That would be 砂に持つ No, that's 甘いものは苦手です。
甘いものは苦手です。
Yes.
What's the way to say, I understand Japanese for the most part?
Okay, that would be. Let me see. 日本語で Okay, that would be 日本語でOh my god. I can't
日本
remember.
語がだいたいわかります。
大体わかります。Why couldn't I remember that?
Now try and say, what happened?
Okay, and that would be. Let's see. I can't.
どうしましたか？
どうしましたか? I'm dropping the ball today.
How do you say, what does it say here?
ここに何と書いてありますか？
Okay, now try to say, please speak up.
Okay. もっと大きい声で。
もっと大きい声でお願いします。
Let's hear you say, I burned my right arm.
私の右上に読み方
右腕にやけどをしました。
右腕にやけどしました。
Let's see if you can say, I'll bring it right away.
すぐlet's see すぐそこですよ。
すぐお持ちします。
すぐお持ちします。What is wrong with me today?
How do you say, 2 adult tickets and 1 child ticket to Osaka, please?
Okay.
大阪まで大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。
大阪まで大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。I haven't seen these in weeks. Why haven't they shown them to me sooner?
Let's hear you say, where is the Tokyo Hotel on this map?
Okay. この地図の東京ホテルはどこですか? Or is it Tokyo Hotel はこの地図のどこですか?
東京ホテルはこの地図のどこですか？
Let's see if you can say, how much does it cost to travel from Tokyo to Osaka?
Okay. 東京 Okay. 東京から大阪までなんといくら No. 東京から大阪までいくらなんですか?
東京から大阪までいくらですか？
いくらですか?
Try to say, can I use a credit card?
And that would be Let me see. クレジットカードを使いますか?
クレジットカードが使えますか？
Yes.
Let's see if you can say
Shh.
to Shinjuku, it costs 200 yen.
新宿ですか？新宿までですか？200円です。
新宿までですか？200円です。
Yes.
Okay, now try to say, I went to the art museum this afternoon.
And that would be 今日の午後美術館へ行きます。行きました。
今日の午後美術館へ行きました。
Yes.
Now try and say, I didn't buy anything.
That would be. Let me think. That would be. 何も買いませんでした。It was good. I'm just having trouble with my memory today for like what I learned.
何も買いませんでした。
Yeah, that I got. How are you
Try to
today,
say-
Trashmallow?
We are having a Christmas party this week.
That would be. Let me see. 今週クリスマスパーティーを使います。のしています。のします。
今週クリスマスパーティーをします。
Yes.
Okay, now try to say, I'm going to play tennis with my friends on Saturday afternoon, starting at 2:30.
Okay, that would be. Let me think. 今日の午後、2時半から友達とテニスをします。
土曜日の午後2時半から友達とテニスをします。
土曜日の午後。
How do you say, what is on the second floor?
It could be the sleep schedule. It's just like the more I do this, the more I realize, gee, I'm not remembering a lot of this stuff. But then again, it's also showing me questions that I haven't seen in weeks. So I'm like, gee, no wonder I'm not remembering this. I haven't seen this in weeks. 2階に何がありますか？
2階に何がありますか？
Yes.
Try to say, where is your cat?
That would be 猫がどこにいますか？
猫はどこにいますか？
Now try and say, he was born in the year 1927.
He was born in the year 1927. So that is 1927年。年は生まれました。
1927年に生まれました。
に。
How do you say, I have 2 dogs?
That would be. Let me think. 犬が2頭います。犬が2頭います。
犬が2頭います。
What does it mean
See what I
when you
mean, though?
say,
I'm having
うち
trouble
は
with like my
10階建ての
memory,
茶色いマンションです。
but I'm trying to get it down pat as best I can. It's just a matter of just my memory is just like, hey, fuck you, buddy. Hey, fuck you, buddy. We're gonna screw you over today. うは10階建ての茶色いマンションです。So my home is a 10-story brown condo.
my home is a 10-storied brown condo?
God, I wish mine was.
Let's hear you say, can we use dollars in Japan?
That would actually be kind of cool, don't you think? Living in like such a no way. If you're in the city, it's kind of normal. 日本でドルが使えますか？
日本でドルが使えますか？
I like to fantasize.
Let's see if you can say, please tell me how to read your name.
I am a little unfocused, yeah. お名前の読み方と教えてください。
お名前の読み方を教えてください。
Let's hear you say, it says a perishable.
Let's see. That would be 生ものと書いてあります。
生ものと書いてあります。
There we go. I am a little
That's the way to
distracted,
say,
but that's
I
just life.
understand Japanese for the most part.
I am stressed about life, but that's just... I'm always stressed about something. Doesn't mean that I can't keep going forward. I think I'm stressed because I'm hungry. Okay. 日本語と大体わかります。
日本語がだいたいわかります。
日本語が大体わかります。
Now try and say,
どうしまし
what
たか
happened?
どうしましたか？
Okay, now
Life is
try to say,
stressful.
please speak up.
もっと大きい声でお願いします。
もっと大きい声でお願いします。
I was watching an anime during my break at work today. It was that one about like 7 siblings right now that are not actually siblings. And I was listening to it and realized, wow, I can actually make out a lot of this. Like, I actually know a lot of this at this point.
Let's hear you say, I burned my right arm.
Let's see. 右腕にやけどしました。
右腕にやけどをしました。
Let's
It was
see
the
if you
weirdest
can say,
feeling.
I'll bring it right away.
It was just the weirdest feeling knowing that like the things that I was hearing were actually like clicking into my head. I'll bring it right away, which is すぐお持ちします。
すぐお持ちします。
Hell yeah.
How do you say, 2 adult tickets and 1 child ticket to Osaka, please?
大阪まで、let's see. Osaka まで, what is that? Think, Halen, think. 大阪まで, I don't remember the word for adult. 子供1枚お願いします。And その弟2枚。
大阪まで大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。
大人. That's the word. Give me a sec. I need to play the next song. There we go. That's a little loud. Like... there we go. Okay. Here we go. 大阪まで大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。
Let's see if you
Otona.
can
It's
say,
been a while since we've seen
how
that
much
word.
does it cost to travel from Tokyo to Osaka?
東京から大阪までいくらですか？
東京から大阪までいくらですか？
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
now try to say, I'm going to play tennis with my friends on Saturday afternoon, starting
Oi.
at 2:30.
Okay, so 土曜日の午後2時半から友達とテニスをします。
土曜日の午後2時半から友達とテニスをします。
Yes, it's
Now
clicking.
try and say,
But yeah, it's the weirdest
he was
feeling
born
hearing
in
like
the year 1927.
it was the weirdest feeling hearing all these characters say all like, you know, speaking in the show, and then as I'm listening, it's clicking with me as to what they're saying. And then while I was playing Fate Grand Order today in like the 6th Lost Belt, which is based on fairy tales from Great Britain. As I was going through that, I ran across a few pages of text that I could actually read. And as I'm reading them, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm understanding this. Oh god, I'm understanding this. Okay, 1927年年に生まれました。
1927年に生まれました。
I took a screenshot of one of the ones I could read. It was from the character Da Vinci discussing like current events. And as I'm reading, I'm like, wait a minute, I know what she's saying. Holy shit. My reading, listening, and comprehension skills are actually working.
What's the way to say, I understand Japanese for the most part?
Let's see. 日本語の日本語が大体わかります。
日本語がだいたいわかります。
Hell yeah.
How do you say, 2 adult tickets and 1 child ticket to Osaka, please?
大阪まで、東京から大阪まで、大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。
大阪まで大人2枚と子供1枚お願いします。
Yes. 17 wrong out of 42. Let's get to the new.
Now, let's learn how to say,
Ooh, this goes hard.
are you going to have karaoke too?
カラオケもありますか？
Listen
Karaoke
closely
もあり
one
ます
more
か？
time.
カラオケもありますか？
Karaoke もありますか？ Karaoke もありますか？
Let's hear you say, have, when referring to things.
あります。
あります。
Yes, あります。
Here's how you would say, karaoke.
カラオケ。
The karaoke, it's very cool when it clicks. It really is very cool when it clicks because it's just like it's like a light goes off and you're like, holy shit, I can see. It's like you've been in the dark and all of a sudden you can see. The karaoke, of course, the concept of singing along to a song is not native to Japan, but the word karaoke probably originally came from Japan.
Did you know that the word
カラオケ
karaoke is
Oh.
half Japanese and half English?
から
Means empty in Japanese,
オケ
is derived from orchestra. So,
カラオケ
literally means empty orchestra.
Well, I guess I got my answer. So karaoke is literally just the empty orchestra. Ooh, I kind of want to make a game that's just called The Empty Orchestra, and it is a karaoke game.
What is the proper way to say, we are going to have karaoke?
Karaoke ga...
Using what
No,
you've
wait.
learned, what is the
カラオケがあります。
Karaoke ga
what
arimasu.
is the proper way to say, we are going to have karaoke?
Karaoke ga arimasu.
カラオケがあります。
While I was in Japan, I actually did do karaoke one night while I was in the town of Hakata, which is a part of Fukuoka. Ah, I love Dr. Pepper. Excuse me.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, we are going to have karaoke too.
Okay, karaoke mo arimasu.
カラオケもあります。
Haha, I knew it. Karaoke mo arimasu. Also, as I was saying today, I learned how you can say, like, getting better at something. Like, something is going well. Like, my Japanese is getting better. 私の日本語はもっと元気です。It's getting... Well, it's going well. I was talking with my host family and like I decided to try that and verified it before I sent it, simply for the sake of like, I wanted it to be right when I sent it. And it turned out to be right.
To review,
も
in
カラオケもあります。
is equivalent to also, or either in English.
Yes.
Please remember that
も
is a particle. That is, it usually appears right after a noun or a noun phrase.
Yes.
Okay, now try to say, we are going to have karaoke too.
Okay. Karaoke mo arimasu.
カラオケもあります。
But yeah, while I was telling them that, you're very good to keep training your language. You're good, just keep training your language. It's tough to train it, but I refuse to give up. every day, part of me is just like, oh, I could probably take a break today. But then I think about it and go, no, if I take a break, I'm going to just screw myself over in the long run. So I have to keep going.
Let's put all the pieces together. Say, are you going to have karaoke too?
Okay. Karaoke mo arimasu ka?
カラオケもありますか？
Hell yeah.
カラオケ
Karaoke has evolved into a national pastime in Japan. Portable karaoke machines allow people to turn any gathering into a karaoke party. Die-hard enthusiasts can also go to
カラオケボックス
Karaoke Box, a place with small soundproof rooms where you and your friends can sing your hearts out without worrying about other people's reactions.
Oh my god, there was one guy that we were like with for the karaoke that was just a complete and utter asshole about Japanese songs. He only wanted to hear old American songs. It's just like, fuck you, you're in a different country, jackass. You're gonna hear Japanese songs. We are going to sing Japanese songs.
Here's how to say, of course.
もちろん、
Let's hear that
もちろん。
again.
もちろん、
もちろん。
Nice. Now practice saying, of course.
もちろん。
もちろん、
Like he was going on about Delta Dawn being like the best song to sing for karaoke. I was just like, no. Fuck no. This is Japan. We're gonna sing Japanese songs. もちろん.
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, of course we have karaoke too?
もちろんカラオケもあります。
もちろんカラオケもあります。
Hell yeah.
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say,
カラオケ
Karaoke?
もちろ
of
ん。
course.
カラオケもちろん。
カラオケですか？もちろんです。
Remember this? Say, I'm going to play tennis.
もちろんテニスを遊びます。
テニスをします。
テニスをします。Damn it. I was thinking asobi as in like play
Listen and repeat the following,
ゴルフ。
ゴルフ、
which means golf.
Well, I would hope it means golf. But then again, Viking means fucking buffet. So what do I know? Still mad about that. I need to upload that short. I'll probably upload it like tonight.
Now, can you figure out the best way to say, I'm going to play golf?
ゴルフがします。
ゴルフをします。
ゴルフをします。
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say, I'm going to play tennis tomorrow. I'm going to play golf too.
Okay. 明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
Hell yeah.
Let's hear you say, karaoke? Of course.
カラオケもちろんです。
カラオケですか？もちろんです。
I don't know why I like saying it so much.
Try to say, I'm going to play tennis tomorrow. I'm going
Anyway.
to play golf too.
Anyways, the host family was asking me, hey, what's Easter? Because I had wished them a happy Easter. And they were like, hey, what's Easter? Tell us what Easter is. So I told them that it's a holiday where parents hide eggs for children to find. And like, you know, there's candy inside the eggs. So now they might actually start doing that. 明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
Now, let's learn both tennis and golf. Ready?
テニスもゴルフも。
Let's hear it again.
テニスもゴルフも。
テニスもゴルフも
X,
も
Y
も
is equivalent to both X and Y, or neither X nor Y in English.
Alright, let's add that to the notes really quick. Because that's news to me. News for the world.
Let's hear you say both tennis and golf.
テニスもゴルフも
テニスもゴルフも。
Now try and say
ゴルフも
did.
しました。
しました。
Hell yeah. Mina-san, 何をしましたか？今日は何をしましたか？
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, I played both tennis and golf yesterday?
昨日テニスもゴルフをしました。
昨日テニスもゴルフもしました。
Hell yeah.
Let's hear you say, karaoke? Of course.
Alright, now would be karaoke. Karaoke? もちろんです。
カラオケですか？もちろんです。
Hi, cat. Hi, kitty cat. How are you, cat?
Try to say, I'm going to play tennis tomorrow. I'm going to play golf too.
Let's see. That would be 明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
Did you know that karaoke is half Japanese, half English? The word karaoke is comprised of the Japanese phrase kara, which is empty, and okay, the English phrase okay, which is apparently short for orchestra. So it's literally empty orchestra.
Now, how do you say, I played both tennis and golf yesterday?
Okay. 昨日テニスもゴルフもしました。
昨日テニスもゴルフもしました。
Good job so far.
I learned
Now,
that
think
I
of the
learned that
way to
about
say,
karaoke today.
As for today, I played neither tennis nor golf.
今日は Okay. Oh, wait. 今日はテニスもゴルフもしませんでした。
今日はテニスもゴルフもしませんでした。
Yes, I was right, and I got the wall right too. I guess feeling really nostalgic because I'm seeing on Facebook some people posting the closing of my old job, and karaoke in Korean is literally in song room. Ooh, that's interesting. But I'm sorry that that your old job closed. But you knew that was
Did you
coming
notice
for a
that we
while,
use
but
the
still.
expression X,
も
Y,
も
neither X nor Y, with the negative form of verb, but it does not form double negative? It's similar to the usage of
あまり
not very much or not very well.
Yes.
Let's hear you say
Karaoke?
karaoke? Of
カラオケ
course.
ですか？もちろんです。
カラオケですか？もちろんです。
I know I've heard mochiron time and time again before.
Try to say
I've heard it in so many
I'm going
different
to play
anime,
tennis
but I
tomorrow.
don't know.
I'm going to play golf too.
But I've just never really thought much about it. Okay, so 明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。So let me try something. 明日仕事はします。仕事をします。ストリームもします。So tomorrow I'm going to work. I am also going to stream. It's crazy still though that I was almost at my old job for 10 years and another person on Facebook was there for 28. Jesus.
明日テニスをします。ゴルフもします。
That's kind of heartbreaking that after all that time,
Now, how do you say, I played both tennis and golf yesterday?
let's see. I'm sorry, Kat. I'm sorry that had to happen. Let's see. This is no. 昨日テニスもゴルフもしました。
昨日テニスもゴルフもしました。
Let's hear you say, as for today, I played neither tennis nor golf.
お、配信します。The news. What about the news? Oh wait, hold up. Let's see. As for today, which is 今日はテニスもゴルフもしませんでした。Also, Konnichiwa. No, yeah, it's afternoon. Konnichiwa, Asteroid-san. Wenki desu ka? Yes, and just nostalgic seeing my old coworkers putting it was their last days.
今
Yeah.
日はテニスもゴルフもしませんでした。
That would make me nostalgic too. At the same time, if I hated the job enough, it would make me very vindictive and happy.
Nice. Now practice saying, of course.
もちろん。
もちろん。
Do you remember how to say, of course we have karaoke too?
Let's see. That would be もちろん karaoke をします。No, karaoke をあります。
もちろんカラオケもあります。
Yes.
Now try and say, I'm going to play golf.
ゴルフをします。
ゴルフをします。
Asteroids, how are you doing today? We got me, who's just fried from work. We got Scoper, who's being Scoper. We got Cat, who's a bit down. And we got Trashmellow, who's... I think Trashmellow's doing just fine.
Let's hear you say, both tennis and golf.
テニスもゴルフも
テニスもゴルフも。
doing fine. Alright, that's what we like to hear.
To say,
Oh.
why don't you...
I completely went into that without even thinking. I meant to say, let's do a little bit of kanji. Work is going okay. I'm just still making do with what I have. I believe this is tail and talk. Hanashi hanasu. This is ni. Gee, I wonder what this could be. Ni or futa. Kin, which is gold. Mae, which is fuck. The minute that it's not Mae, I panic because I don't remember what it is if it's not Mae. I think it's Un? No, it was Zen. And Shita. Shita noko no shita kan. Nope. Nope, I think it's this. Yeah. Think morning. Be zen in the morning. Be zen in the morning and you will... I suppose that works, yeah. That is... Sun. Or... Well, yes, this is San. San or Mi. As in Mitsu. Let's see. This is... Ju, which I believe... Jukai date. I meant... You meant as in goes in. That's fair. My nose is cleared up for a few minutes. It's not gonna last long, but it is gonna be okay for now. My nose never stays clear for long. Okay. Shu, which is... Wait, isn't that... I should have known it was that one. What are you? Joe, you're Joe. Not Shu, Joe. Too much delay to give hints, I guess. I wish I could fix that. I don't know how to fix it. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper to keep my throat wet. Isn't that Shiku? That's Hachi. Gotta be Juku. Gotta be this, yes. Habedu. Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll hop back over. That's name. Wait, oh, it's what? Right, it's what? Well, now I have to actually do this. School, gakusei. There we go. But yeah, with work going the way it is right now, I'm just like making do with what I can do. And what I can do most of the time is just play like games on my phone while I wait for like them to give me access to do my job.
To say, why don't you come with us? You would say,
一緒に行きませんか
which
一緒に行き
literally
ません
means,
か
won't you go together?
一緒に行きませんか You missed what I was saying earlier about the fact that I'm now like understanding Japanese more and more through listening and watching anime and everything. Like during my breaks, I'm watch anime and it occurs to me, wow, I'm actually making out what's being said.
How do you say, to go?
I think during one of my breaks today, I watched that new key anime, Summer Pocket. Yeah, Summer Pocket. And that one's actually pretty easy to understand, like, as it goes through. Add in the fact that, like, when I read, I'm doing Fate Grand Order mobile, Fate Grand Order Japan most of the time while I'm waiting to do work. And I'm understanding a lot of, like, what's being said, or some of what's being said. Even though I can't understand all the kanji. Iku, ikimasu.
行く
Nice. Now practice saying, go.
Let's see. Ikimasu. I think.
行きます
Yes,
Here's
ikimasu.
something to think about. How do you say, don't go?
You should try reading some more short stories. Have you tried something like Karako Reader recently? I haven't, but let me see. Japanese short story. Damn it, what were those short story? Well, there was a website that we were used. Ikimasen.
行きません
Do you remember that website that we used last year that was like I was able to read the Japanese stories through?
Now, can you figure out the best way to say, won't go?
Isn't that ikimasen?
行きません
Yeah, I thought so.
How would you say, why don't you go? Literally, you're saying, won't you go?
Ikimasen ka?
行きませんか
There we go.
When you want to politely invite someone to do something, you replace the polite verb ending
ます
with the negative form
ません
and attach the question marker
かませんか
is equivalent to why don't you or why don't we, depending on the
Alright.
context.
That's actually interesting. Even when I was talking with my host family today, like the fact that I was able to like speak to them in a little more Japanese, a little more fluently, it made me so happy. Sure, I had to verify like the words that I was saying, but still.
What's the way to say together?
一緒に
一緒に
Nice. Now practice saying, why don't you go?
行きませんか?
行きませんか
How do you literally say, won't you go together? When
一
you
緒
mean,
に一緒
why
に
don't
行き
you
ませ
come
ん
with
か?
us?
一緒に行きませんか?
一緒に行きませんか
When we are going out and want to invite someone to join us, we say in English, why don't you come with us? When we want
True.
to issue the same invitation in Japanese, we need to say,
一緒に行きませんか
why don't you go with us? In general, we use
行く
to go to describe the movement in the direction away from the place where the speaker is as she or he speaks, while
来る
to come is used to describe the movement toward the speaker.
Huh, interesting.
What's the polite way to say cherry blossom viewing picnic?
Oh, hanami.
お花見
How do you say tomorrow?
明日.
明日
I see where this is going. 明日お花見を行きませんか?
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say We are going to have a cherry blossom viewing picnic tomorrow. Why don't you come with us?
So this is 明日お花見をします。行きませんか？
明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
一緒に行きませんか？明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
Here's how to say.
I was close.
映画、
映画
Let's hear that again.
映画、
映画
Do you recall that some Japanese words have more than one acceptable pronunciation?
Yes.
One such word is the word for movie.
No.
Listen to two of its pronunciations.
映画映画
Why?
映画映画
Nice. Now practice saying movie.
映画
映画、
映画 God damn it.
Using what you've learned, see if you can
Eiga.
figure out how to say
So,
I'm going to the movies.
映画を行きます。
映画に行きます。
I thought so. Fuck, I regret not saying ni. I had a feeling that it was ni though. I was like, no, what if it has me go whoa? Oh, I should probably stick with whoa. I will have to do my task. Have a great stream and you're doing excellent. I hope to chat with you. Also, have a nice day. Have a nice one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck with your tasks. Do good work. Work hard. You're all amazing. Everyone here is amazing.
Did you remember to use the particle
に、
and say
映画に、
to indicate
No.
the purpose of motion?
I meant to, but I forgot to.
Now, can you figure out the best way to say Friday evening?
金曜日の
金曜日の晩、
Oh, so it is just Bon. I was going to say something else, but no, it is literally just Bon.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening.
Okay, so that would be 金曜日の晩、金曜日の晩、映画に No. Here we go. 金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。
There it is. Got it.
Up for a challenge? How would you say I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening? Why don't you come with us?
Let's see. 金曜日の晩、友達と映画館に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一
I
緒に
know
行きま
that
せんか？
I know that wasn't Eiga-con, but I want to say Eiga-con because, like, it's the same thing. The movies, the movie theater, it's in this case, it's literally the same thing.
Now, how do you say we are going to have a cherry blossom viewing picnic tomorrow? Why don't you come with us?
That is 明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
I can't believe
Now
I'm getting
try and
this so
say-
well.
I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening. Why don't you come with us?
I guess part of the reason why my Japanese listening skills are getting so much better is because I'm really surround myself with Japanese so much. I just need to, but the next step I need to practice is my speaking. I need to practice my speaking more to people. That's now my current weakest point is my ability to speak Japanese. Okay. 金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。 一緒に行きませんか?
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一緒に行きませんか?
What I need is I need to go on VR chat and I need like a friend to come with me so that they can push me into talking with people on VR chat or like to do just specifically talking to people in Japanese streams.
To say participation, you would say
参加、
Sanka. I need to force myself to do that. It just scares me though. Sanka.
what's the way to say participation?
Sanka.
参加、
Let me see Sanka. Nope. There it is. Sanka. Which is non plus 3 in documents? Up there it is. I do somewhat for Korean. I go to Full Bond Night. There is a lot of Korean speakers there, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. Kat, I need to make you... Kat, what I need you to force me to do this. I need you to threaten me in VR. No, not actually threaten me in VR. I need you to make me, like, want to do this. Somehow. Sanka.
Here's something new. How do you say to participate or to join? Literally, you're saying to do participation.
Sanka します。参加をします。
参加する、
Oh, 参加する. Huh.
Now, how do you think you would say participate or join?
参加。
参加します。
Oh, 参加します. Yeah. I need someone to force me to do that so that I get out of my comfort zone and get, like, actually actively doing stuff. It's just very nerve-wracking for me. That's the problem.
Now, can you figure out the best way to say, why don't you join us?
一緒に行きませんか?
参加しませんか?
Oh, 参加しませんか? Oh, 参加しませんか? Interesting.
Do you remember that using the pronoun
あなた
you to address someone directly is considered rather rude in Japan? What we can do is either omit the pronoun whenever it's possible or substitute it with the person's name. Let's try the latter method in the next questions, in which you pretend that you are talking to Ms. Sato. Ready?
So there's sometimes Japanese speakers in Honbon Night, but it's mostly Koreans that I see, and kind of funny. I could be in the world and basically understand conversation. That's how I feel when I'm watching anime and I can actually understand what's being said. It's like, damn, this is wild. I understand what's being said. But yeah, maybe I'll drop by Honbon Night, or like if I find a Japanese speaking night on VR chat, I'll do it.
Now, how do you think you would say, you too, Ms. Sato?
Oh,
Now, can you figure out the...
参加しませんか?
Do you remember that... Now, how do you think you would say, you too, Ms. Sato?
Sato-san mo.
佐藤さんも
Yes, I was right. Sato-san mo.
Based on what you've already learned, can you figure out how to say, why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato? Literally, you're saying, you too, Ms. Sato. Why don't you join us?
아마 라면의 계란 정도였던 것 같아요. 그렇게 훌륭한 건 아니지만 빠르고 쉽게 만들 수 있으니까 괜찮아요. 듀오링고로 일본어를 배우는데
I thought that
시간 절약하고 싶거든요. 당신은 아침에 무엇을 먹었어요?
What'd you just call me? What'd you just call me, you son of a bitch? Sato-san mo ikimasen ka?
佐藤さんも参加しませんか?
参加しませんか? Sato-san mo 参加しませんか?
Listen carefully.
後で
means later or after.
後で
Let's hear that one more time.
夢の後で夢の後で Holy shit, I basically understood that. Jesus Christ, I'm proud of you.
We can use
後で
as an adverb later, as in I'll see you later, or as a connecting word after,
Why
as in I'll see you after the party.
why
When
that
we use
face?
it in the latter sense,
後で
can follow an activity noun plus
の
in a casual conversation.
で
In
後で
can be omitted.
See, hold on.
We can use
Let me hear
Other
this again.
as an adverb later, as in I'll see you later, or as a connecting word after, as in I'll see you after the party. When we use it in the latter sense,
後で
can follow an activity noun plus
の
in a casual conversation.
います。
で
In
後で
can be omitted.
Okay.
Now try and say,
後で
後で
try to say work or job.
お仕事
仕事
仕事 Let's see. That's actually part of like the conversation I was having earlier. Is I was telling my host family that I started a new job last week and that I hope to return to Japan next year. So I said that Halen AI, I went to the gas station today and I had breakfast. What did you have for breakfast? Halen replied something about having ramen and then doing Duolingo. I thought it said Duolingo, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare spread lies about me, you AI son of a bitch. You are not me, I am me.
Based on what you already know, how would you say after work?
仕事後まで No, 仕事後で
仕事の後で
仕事の後で
Can you figure out how to say, we are playing tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato?
Okay. 仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参答しません。
今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
参加しませんか Let me add that to the notes. There we go. Okay. 今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか I was close. I wasn't exactly on the mark though.
Now, how do you say, we are going to have a cherry blossom viewing picnic tomorrow. Why don't you come with us?
明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか
明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
Yes.
Now try and say, I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening. Why don't you come with us?
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
So, 今日の晩、友達とビアチャットが遊びます。一緒に行きませんか？
Okay, now try to say, we are playing tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato?
Okay. 今日、仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
今日仕事の後でテニスをします。 佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
I'm not even thinking while I'm saying this. I'm saying it and it's like coming out naturally. That's like how like second nature this is becoming.
Nice. Now practice saying movie.
Eiga. A lot of this is becoming second
Eiga.
nature, and I'm not sure whether to be impressed or terrified over that fact. Probably a mix of both, but you know how it is.
Do you remember how to say, I'm going to the movies?
Eiga ni ikimasu.
映画に行きます。
Hell
Now,
yeah.
how do you say Friday evening?
Kinyobi no ban.
金曜日の晩。
Kinyobi no ban.
Okay, now try to say, I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening.
Okay, that would be Kinyobi no ban tomodachi to eiga ni ikimasu.
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。
What's the way to say
See?
participation?
I didn't even have to think about that too hard. Sanka.
参加。
Now, how
I know
do you
that
say
in reviews that's gonna bother
participate
me.
or join?
Sanka shimasu.
参加します。
In reviews, this is gonna get me quite a bit.
Now try and say, why don't you join us?
Ikimasen ka?
参加しませんか？
Sanka shimasen ka? You see what I mean? Sanka shimasen ka?
Try to say, why don't you join us too, Miss Sato?
Sato-san mo sanka masen ka? Sanka shimasen ka?
佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
Now try and say
Ato de.
later.
後で。
Now, how do you say
Shigoto no
After
ato de.
仕事の後で。
So, yume no ato de. Yume no ato de is after the dream, but like doing something after the dream. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll probably wrap it up for today because I'm very hungry.
try to say later or after?
That would be ato de.
後で。
Let's see if you can say work or job.
Shigoto.
仕事。
Now, how do you say after work?
Shigoto no ato
仕
de.
事の後で。
Try to say, we are playing tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Miss Sato?
Okay, 今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
Here's how to say.
It's so weird that like it's all just second
Let's hear that
nature.
again.
食事。
Shokuji. It's so weird that like a lot of this is feeling like starting to feel second nature. Not weird in a bad way. No, not at all. Weird in a good way, I guess. Because I didn't expect it to just click just like that.
Nice. Now practice saying meal.
食事
食事。
食事 Let me see what 食事 is in kanji. Food. Matter. 食事
Here's a challenge. How do you say to have a meal or to dine?
食事
You are
しま
literally-
す。
食事する。
食事する
Now, how do you think you would say have a meal or dine?
食事します。
食事します。
Oh shit. I didn't think that would work.
Up for a challenge? How would you say, why don't we dine together?
Let's see. That would be 一緒に食事します。
一緒に食事しませんか？
一緒に食事 OK 一緒に食事ませんか？食事しませんか？
Now, let's learn how to say this evening.
今晩。
こんば
Listen
ん
closely one more time.
こんばんは。
今晩。
konban. Like, I know konbanwa is good evening. Let me see. Konban. Konban.
In
今晩
means this or now, used only as a part of time expression, and
晩
means evening or night.
今晩
Tonight, therefore, literally means this evening. If
Yes.
you are wondering whether
今晩
is related to the greeting,
こんばんは
which we use when we meet someone after dark, you are right. The
Yes.
greeting, in fact, is derived from a sentence that begins with
こんばんは
or as for tonight.
Yes. See? I was right.
Let's hear you say this evening.
So, konban.
今晩
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say, why don't we dine together this evening?
Okay, konban, konban 一緒に祝辞しませんか？
今晩一緒に食事しませんか
食事ませんか？ Ah. Okay, one more time.
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say, why don't we dine together this evening?
今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
今晩一緒に食事しませんか
By the way, probably tomorrow I'll start showing off some of the pictures that I took while I was in Japan. I've uploaded most of them to a folder. I just haven't uploaded all of them.
Now, how do you say, we are going to have a cherry blossom viewing picnic tomorrow. Why don't you come with us?
Or maybe I'll do it this weekend, but I want to start showing off some of them. So 明日 So that would be 明日お花見をします。一緒に行きませんか？
明日お花見をします一緒に行きませんか
Now try and say, I'm going to the movies with my friends on Friday evening. Why don't you come with us?
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
金曜日の晩友達と映画に行きます一緒に行きませんか
It's exhausting, like trying to put it all together constantly.
Okay, now try to say,
But it's
we are
getting
playing
easier.
tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato?
It's getting slightly easier the more I do it. So that is 今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
今日仕事の後でテニスをします佐藤さんも参加しませんか
How do you say, why don't we dine together this evening?
Let's see. 今日のthat is 今晩一緒に食事しませんか？ So 今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
今晩一緒に食事しませんか
一緒に Or did I not say 一緒に? I feel like I might have said 一緒に and I've just
All
blanked
right.
on it.
Let's learn how to say
見つ
to
ける
find. Listen closely and repeat.
見つける
見つける which is to find. 見つける to There we go. 見つける
Listen and repeat the following,
見つけます
which means find.
Did you notice that 見つける has the kanji for sight? And it also has attach, apparently.
Nice. Now practice saying find.
見つけます
見つけます
Based on what you already know, how would you say, I found a nice restaurant?
Alright, so that is 新しいレストラン見つけます。新しいレストランを見つけます。
いいレストランを見つけました。
Oh, a nice restaurant. いいレストランを見つけました。
Now, how do you think you would say, I found a nice restaurant, you know? Why don't we dine together this evening?
Okay, I can do that. いいレストランを見つけますよ。いいレストランを見つけますよ。今晩、一緒に、食事しませんか？
いいレストランを見つけましたよ。今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
食事しませんか？食事しませんか？ I gotta practice that. 食事しませんか？食事しませんか？一緒に食事行きませんか？ No. 一緒に食事しませんか？
Now try and say,
I gotta
I'm going
practice
to the
that more.
movies with my friends on Friday evening. Why don't you come with us?
金曜日の晩映画に行きます。No. 金曜日の晩友達と金曜日に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
金曜日の晩、友達と映画に行きます。一緒に行きませんか？
Okay, now try to say, we are playing tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato?
今日テニスを今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
Hell yeah.
How do you say, why don't we dine together this evening?
Okay, 今晩食事今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
Do you remember how to
I'm
say,
hungry.
I found a nice restaurant, you know? Why don't we dine together this evening?
Okay, いいレストランを見つけますよ。一緒に食事しませんか？
いいレストランを見つけましたよ。今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
Listen to the way you would say, to swim.
泳ぐ、
Let's hear that again.
泳ぐ、
Oyogu, which has a kanji for water within it.
To say, swim.
泳ぎます。泳ぎます。泳ぎます。一緒に泳ぎます。
Now, how do you say, swim?
泳ぎます。
泳ぎます。
Good job so far. Now, think of the way to say, why don't you swim?
泳ぎしませんか？
泳ぎませんか？
泳ぎませんか？
Now, let's learn how to say, swimming pool.
プール、
プール、
Listen closely one more time.
プール、
プール、プール。
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, we are going to swim at the pool?
That would be, プールに泳ぎしません？泳ぎします。
プールで泳ぎます。
プールで泳ぎます。
Let's learn how to say, now or from now on.
これから、
これから。Okay. I'm gonna add that to the notes too. これから。From now on. Korekara. Never heard korekara used before. That's a first for me. Let me see.
これから
which literally means from this thing, is a phrase we can use to indicate that something is going to happen, either starting from the moment on or in the future. It's equivalent to just, now, from now on, or in the future in English, depending on the context. We can also use a similar phrase,
今から
literally from now.
Okay. Okay. 今から So 6時今から Let me try that. Let me try something. 6時今からNo, that's 徳時。6時今から。Oh! Oh! Okay, so I can't do 6時今から, which what I was trying to say was 6 hours from now. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, now try to say now or from now on.
Let's see. 今から
これから
これから
Can you figure out how to say, we are going to swim at the pool now. Why don't you swim too, Yoko?
Okay, that would be これから Let's see. これからプールこれからプールで泳ぎます。泳ぎます。横も泳ぎませんか？
これ
No!
Try to say later or after. Here. No. Now. Okay. How do you listen to say now? Good. Now. So far, let's learn.
これから
Okay. Okay. Now, can you figure out?
これからプールで泳ぎます。陽子さんも泳ぎませんか？
よっこさんも泳ぎませんか？ Alright, I got it.
Okay. Now, try to say, we are playing tennis after work today. Why don't you join us too, Ms. Sato?
Oh, God. That would be, 今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも一緒に、参加しませんか？
今日仕事の後でテニスをします。佐藤さんも参加しませんか？
How do you say, why don't we dine together this evening?
So that's 一緒に、no wait. 今晩一緒に食事しますせんか？
今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
Do you remember how to say, I found a nice restaurant, you know? Why don't we dine together this evening?
Let's see. いいレストランを見つけた。見つけますよ。見つけましたよ。Okay, so いいレストランを見つけましたよ。一緒に、今晩、一緒に食事しませんか？
いいレストランを見つけましたよ。今晩一緒に食事しませんか？
Hell yeah.
Now, how do you say, "We are going to swim at the pool now. Why don't you swim too, Yoko?"
Okay, so that would be. Let me think. No. No. これから、プールで読みます。泳ぎます。そう。これからプールで泳ぎます。ヨコさんも一緒に泳ぎませんか？
これからプールで泳ぎます。
Yes.
陽子さんも泳ぎませんか？
Nice. Now practice saying, "Meal."
食事。 Yes.
Try to say, "Have a meal" or "dine."
That would be 食事します。 Yes.
Nice. Now practice saying,
一緒に
"Why
食
don't
事
we
しま
dine
す。
to-"
一緒に食事しませんか？
一緒に食事しませんか？
Let's hear you say, "This evening."
今晩。
今晩
Nice. Now practice saying, "Find."
見つける。
見つけます。
見つけます。
Found a nice restaurant.
That would be いいレストランと見つけました。
いいレストランを見つけました。
Now, how do you say, "Swim"?
That would be 泳ぎます。
泳ぎます。
Remember this? Say, "Why don't you swim?"
That would be 泳ぎませんか？
泳ぎませんか？
Let's hear you say, "We are going to swim at the pool."
That would be プールで泳ぎません。泳ぎます。
プールで泳ぎます。
Okay, now try to say, "Now" or "From now on."
これから。
これから
Alright, I'm gonna start wrapping it up for today because I'm very hungry and I haven't eaten since lunch. So thank you everyone so much for coming by. I will probably be back tomorrow. Let's see, who's on? Let's go right into... Let's right into Himawari. Be nice to him. No, wait. We're raiding into Ami. We're raiding into Ami Amami. Because it's almost the end of her time with us. So everyone be on your best behavior and treat her well. Give her lots of hugs and head pats and throw things at her if you can. And have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.